Around 1 million Rohingyas live today in southern Bangladesh. Over 720,000 refugees have fled into Bangladesh since August last year, following a military crackdown in Myanmar that the UN said could amount to a genocide. Independent researchers have put at an estimated 24,000 the number of Rohingyas murdered in Myanmar since August 2017. Domdomia is a village of around 750 households in Cox's Bazar district. Of these, just over 200 are Bangladeshi families, the rest are Rohingyas. Domdomia has become a mixture of residence houses and refugee shelters. Around it, Jadimura camp has grown to over 13,000 people. These two communities have learnt that cooperation is the key for mutual life improvement.
We saw there was an increased need for water, and we asked for help to bring a water tank here. Now it's been working for 6 months, and around 200 families among the host community and Rohingyas have benefited from it.
Badza's family has agreed to the water distribution point being set up on their land. The NGO Solidarité Internationale, financed by the EU Humanitarian Aid Department, provided the water tank here and coordinated its use. It was a big improvement for refugees like Moriam.
When we arrived, we had to climb up the mountain to get water. We risked being attacked by wild elephants and snakes. It took 1.5 hours to go there and come back. I went 2 or 3 times each day. Now it's easier, the water point's just down the road.
Moriam's shelter is located on a private piece of land where another 70 Rohingya families have found refuge. The owner, Hamida, used to farm this plot. Today she receives a modest rent in exchange.
When they came here, they had no shelter. I felt sorry for them. This is why I decided to host them on my land. I did it because it was the moral thing to do. The collaboration between the Rohingya and the local people here at Domdomia proved to be useful not only in water management, but also in improving everyday life in the camp.
The French NGO set up para-development committees, para meaning village, where elected host community members and Rohingyas discuss their community's needs. The committee told us each meeting has tackled and solved concrete problems.
The Para-Development Committee is one of our social cohesion strategies. It's around bringing the community together to be able to work together, to resolve issues before they become large, to be able to identify the humanitarian needs so that we can discuss this with NGOs as well.
The project Cash for Work helps to put decisions into practice. It's a way of generating short-term income opportunities for refugees and the host community. In this portion of Jadimura camp, they're working together on drainage pathways and bamboo bridges. Each worker receives a minimum of $5 a day.
Based on a vulnerability assessment, we're looking at the 150 most vulnerable households in this community. And so on a rotating basis, they will complete work to improve their living conditions and improve their community.
For the European Union, working on social cohesion is crucial. Living together is the only option, as the Rohingyas have nowhere else to go.
When Rohingyas' needs are still so high and not met, why is it important to focus also on local communities?
Well, the situation we're dealing with here is we had a very large influx of population of refugees arriving here. And to the extent that now in some areas we have twice as many refugees as locals. Inevitably, this arrival of large population has created a lot of stress on local resources, water, firewood, and more generally on the local economy. And so, as the situation becomes protracted, it's that much more important to make sure that humanitarian programs address both communities so as not to create division and even possibly resentment.
Though they have basic humanitarian assistance, the Rohingyas are still lacking essential rights, while the United Nations has stated top Myanmar commanders must face genocide charges.